Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved these curls. Now this one is a little different from the ones from my previous video, and I'm also going to be showing you how I slicked down the parting area of my wig. The wig I'm using today is from my own wig collection, Moji Hair. I'll put down my business page in the description box in case you just want to check out my page or support or purchase a wig or purchase a wig revamp service, which I provide also. So here I'm just going to be showing you guys how I slick down my parts. I usually go for a C curve part most of the time, but I've started experimenting with middle parts nowadays, so which is good. So I'm one of those people that feel if my hair is not parted in this way, or if the part is not on the left side with the bang on the right, then it's not cute. But anyway, I've started opening myself more to other parts, and then I try to just make sure it's cute on me. So I'm just trying to get my parts clean, and then the goal here is to keep that part as flat as possible. You know, that's the whole point, to make the hair look as natural as possible, at least for me. So I'm just going to spray this olive spritz. It's from Fantasia. I spray it on the comb and not the hair directly, because you don't want it to get your hair stiff. So I spray it on the comb and then pass that comb through the hair. This way I get the product on every strand. I always do this before I go in with the hot comb, because the hot comb is what would then bring everything together, make it even flatter. And another thing, if I had sprayed the hair directly and then go in with the hot comb, you will just hear that sizzling sound, and that thing is not so kind to your hair when it happens like that. It's basically just frying your hair or cutting off some hair, which then causes a lot of short hairs that we don't like. You know, those flyaways that is all over your wig. Sometimes this causes it. So, and this wig doesn't have flyaways, so I'm not about to cause one for myself. So anyway, I go in with the hot comb, and then first, because of the parting, I take the hair backwards and then bring it to the side. This way it's more flattering for my own face shape. You want to pass that hot comb as much as possible, making sure that the bone of that hot comb is actually resting on the hair. You're not just passing the hot comb like a regular comb. You have to make sure you see that thick part of the hot comb. Make sure it's also resting on that part that you're trying to make flat. So I pass in the comb, of course, but then I make sure that backbone of the comb is also resting on that part of the hair, because that's actually where the real heat is. And this is what it's looking like right now before we then go into curl. I intentionally didn't pack this with the hair because we already made our parts sleek and neat. We don't want to roughen it up. by putting it together with this one in the same bun. So it's still the same process. Put your wig into equal parts. Now you can just notice how I'm going to go in with this curling iron. I'm going in upside down because I'm on the right side, right? Now it's going upside down, but the clasp of the curling iron will be underneath the hair, and then I curl it away from the face. Remember, in the previous video, I told you that when you're curling, the ends of if you're curling on the right side, the ends of that hair on the right side will be on the right. But for this one, the ends on the right side will be on the left because it's a different pattern. And this one even, it's also a very lovely curl pattern, and I love this. But it's just, honestly, it's just if you want a different curl pattern than the one I taught you. It's a beautiful one. If you can notice, can you see how the spiral is? It is going away from the face, and it is going inward but away from the face. And this is what it looks like. Normally I will pin the curls as usual, but this time I wanted like a loose curl, as I said, and I just wanted a very effortless kind of curl, not like, you know, when you're not doing too much but at the same time doing too much. Now I'm going to do the left side. For the left side, you will also notice that I'm curling it away from the face. Now for this one, the curling iron is not going upside down, it is going upwards. It's going upwards, but yet the clasp is still under the hair. The other one on the right side, I did it upside down, but for the left side, you're going in the right way, upper direction, like it's facing up, but the hair is going to be curled away from the left side of the face. Just look at the direction of the hair. The one on the left and the one on the right, they are facing each other. That's the way you can know you're doing it well. If the two curls, that's the ones on the left and the ones on the right, don't face each other, then that's not the style that we're doing. I'm just going to show you again here. Now we're on the right side of the wig, okay? Upside down, the curling iron goes in upside down. The clasp under the hair. In the old video, the clasp goes above the hair that we're trying to curl, but this one is going under for both the left and for both the left and the right side. If you want a tighter curl, then you will use a smaller size of curling iron. The size of your curling iron will determine how tight your curl is. So if you want a tighter curl, you can use a 1.25 inch or a 1 inch. But I wanted a big one, that's why I'm using a 1.5. When you get to this part of the wig, that is the actual face framing part of your wig, you would then use the curling technique from our previous videos. So you just, this way, your curling iron is curling inward, and the ends of that hair, which is on the left side, will be on the left side of the curling iron. This way, it just gives a very beautiful flow of curls. The direction of the curls will be so beautiful. It will just fall like you made some face framing layers, even if you didn't. Now we're on the right side, but we are still at the back, right? That's the reason why I'm using the same curling pattern that we've been using from the beginning of the video. But when I get to the front of the wig, I'm going to change the way I curl, just so the hair can fall beautifully, and it will just give this beautiful flattering flow of curls. We're still on the side, on the right side. And then when we get to the front, which is where the most important part, what is going to frame your face, when we get there, you'll see how I will curl that part. So now we're at that front part of the wig. If it's too big, of course, you can just cut it into two before you curl. So this one, we're going to curl the hair, but you're going to make sure that you're pulling that hair backwards, but you're still curling inward, right? We're on the right side. The end of that hair is going to come out on the right side of that curling iron. That's how you get that face framing part. I'm pulling the hair to the back of the wig, but I'm still curling it inward, and I'm keeping the end of that hair, that part that I'm curling, I'm keeping that part, the ends of that part on the right side. I can't even speak because I'm teaching people. Just try to follow what I'm doing, okay? I just feel no matter the curling style that I use at the back, I always like to use this same technique for the face framing area because it's just beautiful. But if you don't like it, you can use something else, right? I think the only time I may not use this technique in the face framing area will probably be if I were to be curling, if I were to be doing a beach wave curling style. That one, I think I will let go of this part, this style. I mean, I will let go of this this curling style in the front. But for every other one that that is similar to this, honestly, I would just go for this same styling technique or this curling technique in the face framing area because that's just what looks good to me. And now this, you guys already know, this is my favorite part of the whole styling video, where you just comb out the curls. As I said, I told you guys I wanted like a very loose curl, so I'm going to just comb everything out and make it look beautiful and clean. Don't forget, guys, please subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And this is how the hair is looking on me, and it's so beautiful. I really love how it looks. But if you want to see more videos, please subscribe and like this video.